about your computer for a moment. Have you ever known you have saved a document, but you couldn't remember what folder you put it in? The document wasn't gone. You just couldn't find it right away. Now, your brain works in a surprisingly similar way. The memory is still there. The pathway leading to it is temporarily blocked. And here's something even more encouraging. If the name eventually pops into Betty's mind 10 minutes later, or while she's driving home, or while she's brushing her teeth that night, that tells us the memory was never lost. Her brain simply needed a little more time to find it. And believe it or not, that's actually a very healthy sign. Phew. All right, in the next part of our story, we're going to discover why names are so much harder for the brain to retrieve than almost anything else, and why the harder Betty tries to remember, the harder it becomes. So let's go back and let's press that play button. All right, there we go. We pressed it. The grocery store comes back to life. The shopping carts begin rolling. Someone drops a jar in the next aisle. The cashier is laughing with a customer, and Betty is still standing there smiling. She's carrying on a perfectly normal conversation while inside her brain is working overtime. Come on, it's got to be there somewhere. Why can't I remember it? If you've ever asked yourself that question, you're about to discover something fascinating. Here's something that surprised neuroscientists for years. Your brain doesn't treat names the same way it treats everything else. Let me show you what I mean. If I say the word apple, what immediately pops into your mind? You probably picture a round piece of fruit. Maybe it's red, maybe it's green. You almost taste it. You know it's crunchy. You know it grows on trees. You probably even remember making apple pie or caramel apples. One simple word, and your brain lights up with dozens of connections. Now let's try another one. The word is Susan. What picture came into your mind? Probably nothing, because names are different. A name doesn't tell us what something is. It doesn't describe what it does. It's simply a label. Scientists believe names have fewer built-in connections than most other words. Think of it like Velcro, you know, that sticky stuff. The word apple sticks to hundreds of tiny little hooks. Color, taste, shape, recipes, trees, autumn, family memories. But the name Susan has very little Velcro. Unless your brain quickly connects it to the right person, the label just simply doesn't stick as easily. That's one reason proper names are among the hardest things for our brains to retrieve. So if you've ever thought, I can remember everything about that person except their name, congratulations. You're completely normal. In fact, that's exactly what Betty's experiencing. Now let's freeze Betty one more time. Inside her brain, millions of nerve cells are communicating, boop, 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 going back and forth. Different parts of the brain already know this woman. One network recognizes her face. Another recognizes the church. Another remembers the card games. Another remembers the potato salad. Everything is firing beautifully except for one pathway, the one leading to Susan. It's almost like every road leads to the neighborhood, but one street sign has fallen down. The house is still there. The brain simply hasn't found the last turn yet. Now, here's where things get almost funny. Has this ever happened? Instead of remembering the right name, your brain gives you the wrong one. You look at your granddaughter and you call her your daughter. You call your son your brother. Or maybe you call the dog by your husband's name. I've done things like that. My guess is you have too. Scientists call these competing retrievals. I like to call it the ugly sister effect. And here's why. Think back to the story of Cinderella. Every time Cinderella tries to get to the front door, one of her sisters steps in front of her, and that's exactly what's happening in your brain. The correct name is trying to come forward, but another name, one that's stored nearby, keeps jumping in the line. Now here's the encouraging part. The fact that another name pops into your mind tells us something important. Your brain isn't searching in the wrong city, it's searching in the right neighborhood. It simply knocked on the wrong house first. I don't know about you, but I find that strangely